SWAC has reached out to TSU, to Tennessee State University, about potentially joining the SWAC, and now the proverbial ball, is in the court of TSU. We're going to talk about that and more right after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr here with the Black Boss channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because we upload every single day. Now, the SWAC has apparently, according to the reports, the report put out by Mr. Kenyatta Cavill. Let me make sure I'm saying that. Dr. Kenyatta Cavill. He has put out this report, and let me go ahead and share the screen. We're going to jump right into it and just talk about something I've been talking about for a while now. Dr. Kenyatta Cavill says, I can confirm the SWAC commissioner has reached out to Tennessee State athletics director, and thus the proverbial ball is in the Big Blue Tigers back court. This came from Dr. Kenyatta Cavill, Mr. Kenyatta Cavill. And this was pretty much confirmed by none other than Deion Sanders, Coach Prime himself. So if we take a look, if we go over to the Tiger Talk 1400 Club, Ken Clark and those guys over there, their podcast, they posted Dr. Kenyatta Cavill's tweet right here on their Instagram page. And down there, that blue check mark, you can see Deion Sanders type true. He also liked the post. So what does that tell us? What does that tell me? That tells me that good reporting by Dr. Kenyatta Cavill. No cap. You know what I'm saying? He can confirm this is reporting. We're going to give him his credit. You know what I'm saying? Because he put out this report first, and it seems to get a nice cosign to have nowadays in Deion Coach Prime Sanders. So what does this mean? Well, this means that we could potentially see TSU being a member of the SWAC in the very near future, possibly. Now, there's a couple of things. One, this is something, if you've been watching this channel, this is something that I've been calling for a long time. This is nothing new over here. This is something that we've been saying. We've been trying to piece together who would be the second team to come with TSU, because you don't want 13 teams in the SWAC. If you're going to add a team, you want to add 2 to make it 14, to make it even 7-7 on both the Eastern and Western divisions of the SWAC. So we were talking about Clark Atlanta. We're talking about some of you guys throughout Bowie State, some others throughout Kentucky State, some others throughout, some different schools from the SEAC, the MEAC, the CIAA, or whatever, like just a bunch of things, even moving D2 schools up to D1, etc., etc. We did all these different kind of combinations, both in my comments and in my videos and everywhere, Twitter. We've done all of these things. And so this lets me know that the SWAC is thinking the same thing that we're thinking. They're like, yo, we know that Tennessee State is not happy being in the OVC. We know that the OVC is a dying conference. We see the opportunity to add a quality university first, but athletics program second. You add Tennessee State and their athletics program, their basketball team's pretty decent, has a decent history. Their football team is led by Eddie George, is on the upswing, is a part of this revival of HBCU football. Eddie George, Deion Sanders, constantly in the same, along with Hugh Jackson, in the same conference. We talk about these separate coaches all across different platforms, not just mine, but even the bigger ones like The Pivot and I Am Athlete and ESPN and Fox Sports 1, etc., etc. They talk about these different coaches, but imagine having all 3 of them in the same conference. So the SWAC and Commissioner McClellan, they understand this is a smart man. He understands that all of these conversations, he sees the conversations on YouTube, on TV, in the internet, on social media, Twitter, etc., etc. He understands the significance and the notoriety and the level that it would upgrade his conference to if you're able to get all 3 of those guys in the same conference, at the same media day, attending the same events, promoting the same brand, which would be the SWAC, along with their individual schools. So it all makes sense. Shout out to Commissioner McClellan for not hesitating, As soon as it came out, and he probably knew before we did as the public, but as soon as he got word that the OV, I mean, we all saw the OVC's dying in front of our own eyes. But as soon as he got word that, Tennessee State is not happy with the agreement that they have with the OVC, he got to work. That is good leadership. That is how you make things happen. That is why the SWAC is on an uptick. That is why when people say, whoa, if Deion Sanders leaves Jackson State, the SWAC and HBCU football is going to go to hell. No, it's not. Because their leadership is moving. Their leadership is getting things done. And this is just the latest example. I can confirm the SWAC commissioner has reached out to Tennessee State Athletic Director, and thus the proverbial ball is in the Big Blue Tigers' backcourt. This is good work. This is how you make things happen. This is being progressive. This is what needs to be done. This is why HBCU sports and football in particular is in the forefront of the college football conversation right now, nationally, not just the Black college national football conversation. No, they're at the forefront of the college football conversation because of forward-thinking people like Charles McClellan, Commissioner Charles McClellan, Ashley Robinson, and others within the SWAC. They're pushing this conversation forward because they're forward-thinking people, because they're 2 steps ahead of the game. Even when I was talking about this kind of stuff, they were already making the phone calls. They were already sending the emails. They were already making the contacts. I'm on here talking on YouTube or whatever, throwing out my suggestions like, these are ways to progress the conference. This is a way to get the SWAC to the next level, because it's not about just being content with where you're at or what Jackson State is doing or where Grambling is doing or what FAMU is doing or what Alcorn is doing. No, it's about continuing to uplift everyone else, because when your bottom teams are doing okay, that's when you know your conference is successful. And so to go out and get a big time school, like not just program, a school like Tennessee State, and expand into that Nashville audience and expand into that Tennessee range, get more of that Tennessee still Southern, get some of that Tennessee flavor, that Nashville flavor. You see the love Jackson State and TSU gets when they play in Memphis. Imagine getting Grambling to go to TSU, to Nashville, to get the aristocrat of bands versus the human jukebox. You get what I'm saying? Like the marching 100 getting to travel to Nashville to go against the aristocrat of bands. That is forward thinking. And I salute Commissioner McClellan. I salute all the people that are involved in making this happen. This is how you take your thing to the next level. This is how you don't get left behind. Because some of you all in my comments tell me all the time, like, we have to stop praising the coaches so much and praise the programs because coaches leave. And that is absolutely true. You are absolutely right. Coaches do leave. That's why the leadership at the top of conferences and programs are important. So Commissioner McClellan reaching out to Tennessee State to get Tennessee State potentially to join the SWAC. Now, that isn't a done deal. Let me make sure I make this clear. It's not a done deal. It's not like by 2023 we'll see Tennessee State in the SWAC. That has not been confirmed, but the talks are being had, and that's better than nothing. The talks are being had. Tennessee State, it's a can't lose for TSU. Now, the only thing for Tennessee State is their athletics director has made it clear that they wish to move up to FBS. They wish to move up to the football subdivision, the FBS level, and to get the 85 scholarships, et cetera, et cetera. You're not going to do that as of now in the SWAC. So, but Tennessee State has to be more appealing before you ever move to the FBS. Tennessee State, from what I was told, was getting around 3,000 people at a game last year. That ain't going to cut it. 3,000, you ain't moving to FBS only getting 3,000 people at home games. That ain't going to do it. You getting the SWAC, though, you going to get some folks at your home games. You going to go down to Tallahassee, to FAMU. It's going to be people there. You're going to go down to Jackson At Jackson State at 1400 Lynch Street, there's going to be some people there. 50,000 if you're lucky, 60,000 if they're feeling real nice. You're going to go down to exit 81 down to Grambling. There's going to be some people there. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be people at these games. And so, therefore, you're going to have to show out when those teams come to your school. If you make the move to the SWAC. But this is something to be excited about. This is something that I'm excited about. This is something that could be huge. Like, really, really huge. And Tennessee State is going to bring you a quality SWAC opponent on the basketball court as well. So we'll see what happens. Tennessee State has been a part of the OVC since the 80s. So this is not going to be just a cakewalk, an easy move, an easy get for Commissioner McClellan in the SWAC. But it has me smiling because this is something that I've been calling for a while now. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, my name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. with the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JLightsy7. That is on Twitter and Instagram at JLightsy7. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the Black Boss Channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next time. Peace.